Now on one, Brooke's back on the warpath, but it's Maya's behaviour that's causing the most concern now in Shortland Street.
How's Verity doing? She died. Don't listen to them, Verity. You're strong. I know you are. Get out of my way! We all know why you did. What do you mean we all know? Where's Maya? She just left. She seemed to let her walk out of here on her own. What was I supposed to do? Call security? Quick move. Our loony sister's forgotten she's a cold-blooded murderer. Where's she gone? To pick up JJ. She wouldn't hurt him, would she? She'd never do that. Of course she wouldn't. Who we should call Mum? Do you want to ruin her holiday? No, but... If you call her and tell her Maya's blanked out murdering Ethan, she'll be on the first plane home. You really think she has blanked it out? Well, the guilt's obviously become too much for her to bear. She snapped. She's convinced herself it hasn't happened. Wow. Well, at least you won't be blabbing then. I guess that's something. Except we don't know what to do about her. We can't let her come back to work, not like this. So how do we stop her? I'm gonna have to tell Scotty she's unstable and get the psych team involved. So they can dig up all that suppressed memory and realise that her mother and sisters already know. Maya's had a nasty shock, losing Verity like that. It's no wonder she spun out. But she seemed a lot better by the time she left tonight. So let's just watch and see if she improves. We'll better watch pretty damn close.
I thought smacking a little rubber ball around was supposed to make him less angry. Isn't that how it works for you guys?
Note to self, next time Scotty's in a blue funk, don't ask Chris for help.
You tried, and I really appreciate that, but it's Ty that he needs to be talking things through with.
Welcome to life with the Kiwi Mail. Talking things through is not our strong point.
Whenever there's a problem in my family, you can't shut them up. We get louder, not quieter.
I'm up for another go at him. No contact sports this time.
Oh, thank you, but I can't...
If at first you don't succeed, fry a hen.
Pardon?
Guy and I made that up for laughs when that particular lecture from our father wore thin.
I see.
I'm happy to talk to Scotty. I'd like to, if you'll let me.
To be honest, I feel like I need all the help I can get, so... Go ahead. Fry a hen.
They don't make a cocktail here called In the Wrong. If they did, I would be ordering one. 2 shots of sorry with a good splash of trying to make amends.
I know you think you can charm your way out of anything, Brooke, but I'm not Callum, so there's no point in you even...
You're my closest colleague, and someone for whom I have enormous respect. I hate it that we're on bad terms.
You used me so you could moonlight at Dumont, and then you blamed me for getting you in trouble. How am I meant to feel?
I reacted so badly, I know, but I was under pressure, and I'm truly sorry. Can we please put it behind us? Please?
If they do a water under the bridge, I'll have mine with a pink umbrella.
Do you still want both?
I was going to take one of those away for TK, but if you're still trying to get your 5+ a day...
Oh, I think I am the last person that TK would want scoring his dessert.
Just leave both for now, thanks. Now tuck in, unless you'd rather order yourself a real dessert.
We could order one of those instead.
Chocolate is at the top of my MS no-no list, I'm afraid.
Sorry.
Don't be. If you want to order something else, you go for it. I won't sit here and drool.
What, and have you claim all the virtue? I can behave myself too, you know.
To doing the right thing.
Come back for another go, have you? Without these, you'd be dog food.
I'm not surprised you feel angry. I was out of line earlier.
You've been given a smack on the wrist, haven't you, and sent to kiss up? Well, start puckering.
No one sent me. I've just come to tell you that I'll arrange for someone else to nurse you, since you and I didn't hit it off.
Yeah, well, they're all a hell of a lot better looking than you. But if I had my choice, I'd take that spicy Indian nurse. Oh, she could warm me up nicely.
You'll get whichever nurse is available, like anyone else would.
Well, in that case, you can go off and get me some good DVDs. Van Damme or Norris. Otherwise, sorry, just won't cut it.
I'll see what I can do.
Heart rate 45.
I'm guessing you're not an Olympic athlete, so there must be another reason for your slow heart rate. Are you on any medications?
Lisinopril and propranolol for my hypertension.
Right, those drugs should never be taken together. Who's your GP?
Brooke Freeman at the clinic here. But she didn't prescribe the propranolol. It was some other woman, Dr. Locum or something.
Do you remember this doctor's name?
Would it have been Potts? Sarah Potts? Maybe.
Dark hair, glasses, about Tracy's height, the cutest doctor in the hospital?
According to the cutest doctor's husband, anyway. Does sound like her.
I'll go sort this out. In the meantime, can you sort out insulin correction bolus and a litre of IV saline?
No problem. Okay. This isn't going to bring you up to Olympic level, but you should be ready for a run around the block soon.
Hi! Where's Mummy? Maya? Maya! What's wrong? What's happened? Nothing. I just thought you might have left him on his own again.
Can't. It's not fair. I was in a bad way when that happened. I'm fine now.
Maya, you are a long, long way off fine. So far, you can't even see it.
Tanya, I was putting the laundry away. I was about 5 minutes.
I'm not talking about that. Maybe Libby's right. Maybe I should call Mum because I don't know how to help you anymore.
You're upsetting yourself. Come here. What is this about? Is it because I got emotional over Verity?
It's way more than Verity, Maya. You know it is.
I admit I found life stressful the last couple of months, but I feel much better since this afternoon. I just needed to let off some steam. You know what that's like, don't you? Of course you do. So there's absolutely no need to spoil Mum's holiday because of me. I'm fine.
I want you to be all right, Maya, that's all.
I'm your big sister. I'm the tough one, remember? Now, will you make us a cup of tea or should I?
I will.
Okay. Yes, now let's read a story. Oh, and you can turn the pages. It's a hippopotamus. What's on there? It's a bell on there, isn't it? I would never prescribe a beta blocker on top of an ACE inhibitor. That is pharmacology for beginners.
Any chance you could have misread her notes?
I wasn't having an MS moment, if that's what you're wondering. I'm positive it wasn't recorded.
Okay, I believe you. It's a pity Brooke can't collect an extra fee for getting her notes right. She might make the effort.
Well, we don't know it was her, and even if she did miss it, then I should have double-checked the patient's drug history before prescribing something new.
That's way too generous. It's up to the regular doctor to give the locum the information they need.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Hey, trust me. This one has Brooke's name written all over it.
Can't have been easy apologising to a man like that.
Wasn't.
But I always feel better when something like that is over and done with.
Lucky you. I don't.
I heard through the grapevine that you apologised to our Mr. Henry. That must have left a bad taste. As mouthwash goes, this is a cut above the rest.
Come on in, I'll get some glasses.
Hi, Shanti.
Hi, Chris. I hope you don't mind, but I have to go out now.
What? Where?
Well, I promised Auntie Rani that I'd help her get online tonight. She's been at me about it for ages.
Can't it wait? We have a guest.
Oh, don't worry about me. You do what you have to do.
Thank you. See you soon.
So, what else have you heard through the grapevine, otherwise known as my wife's big mouth?
The one time I've seen you go ballistic, and it just happens to be at a prisoner. I'd have to be pretty thick not to realise it was about Ty.
Ty is back on his downhill slide. There's nothing I can do about it. So why don't we flag the heart-to-heart, eh? I think there's a game on we can watch.
Fine, if you'd rather have this conversation with yourself at 4 in the morning.
He's had chance after chance. When do I say no more?
With Guy, There were so many times when I just wanted to say, "What, brother?"
Yeah, so why didn't you?
Well, because I couldn't. Even when his addiction was at its worst, when he lied to me and used me, when he ran off with my wife and my son, he was still just the little kid that I taught to climb trees and fly a kite.
Ty and I built a go-kart with an old pram chassis. That thing could have done the Indy 500.
I couldn't give up on my brother. I'm pretty sure you can't give up on Ty, can you?
Oh, good. I'm glad you're still here.
Oh, I'd like not to be, but I'm behind on my paperwork again. Callum's got Libby chasing me up. It's the last thing I need.
Yeah, I'm on a paper trail too. It looks like you forgot to write up another patient's medication.
No, I can't have. I've been so careful since Barry.
The name is Porteous. You prescribed an ACE inhibitor. I prescribed a beta blocker on top of it. TK's just treated her for severe bradycardia. This wouldn't have happened if you were concentrating on your job, Brooke.
Porteous, Mrs. J?
Yep, that's her.
No, here it is. ACE inhibitor prescribed by me. But where's your beta blocker? I can't see it anywhere.
Well, are there two Mrs. J Porteous? What's going on?
Oh.
What?
Your notes are there at the bottom of page 1. You've completely missed page 2 with my most recent consults.
No, how could I do that?
We use a different system to ED, remember? You're used to scrolling down to find the latest notes, but here you have to hit the tab to go beyond page 1. It's a simple enough error.
But I know how the system works. How did I do?
You were busy, Sarah. You forgot for a second. You're only human.
Do you hear that noise?
What?
It's the sound of me falling off the moral high ground and landing flat on my face.
Well, dust yourself off and we will go through the notes. Make sure your memory blank was a one-off.
No, I don't want to put you further behind.
Don't be silly. You do the same for me.
Here she is, the travelling nurse slash IT consultant. Meanwhile, I've been stuck back here with the doctor slash agony uncle.
I'm sorry if Chris being here upset you, but I thought that you needed to talk to someone, and when he volunteered...
We had a good night.
Really?
We've got a lot in common when it comes to deadbeat brothers.
So you're feeling better then?
Not that I appreciate you discussing my private business behind my back. If I wanted Chris to know about Ty, I would have told him my...
What about me? I wanted him to know. I needed some help, Mr. Grumpy Trousers.
Grumpy Trousers?
That's right.
Well, then I guess that makes you Mrs. Pushy Pants, then.
Maybe, but Mr. Grumpy is lucky to have her.
Only he doesn't have her, because I'm not Mr. Grumpy.
Who are you then?
Mr. Grateful Trousers.
Good, because I hate to see you down, Trousers.
Hang in there, girl. I'd say we're nearly halfway through.
Oh, did I mention how sorry I am about this?
About 43 times, so make that the last one. I thought we deserved a reward.
You texted 2 trim lattes and the least trim dessert that you have. I hope that fits the bill.
I'd give that at least a 9 on the gluttony scale.
Don't put it anywhere near me. I might snap and swallow it whole.
I haven't seen you around much lately. I hope you're not working too hard.
I am, actually, and still am. So if you could put those on my tab.
Okay, enjoy.
I think he was hoping to stay and feed it to you.
He can hope. Now, we all have to break the rules once in a while, otherwise life can get very dull.
No, really, I shouldn't. You have.
It'll be between you, me, and the cake. TK will never know.
Not one day has gone by when I didn't think about you.
Would you like me to leave you two alone?
Thought I'd find you here. Anyway, you're working so late?
We're just going over patient notes.
I'm the one who stuffed up with Mrs. Porteous.
Oh, it was a computing error. Simple enough mistake.
Well, that's a first. For you, at least.
Yeah, and hopefully a last. Brooke is kindly helping me go through my patient files. I've got a peppermint singer to keep me going.
Right. Sit home then.
Yep. I feel like a naughty kid who just lied to their dad.
About a herbal tea that doesn't qualify you for naughty, I'm afraid. And neither does one bite of cake. You'll have to work on it.
Don't worry, I'm a natural.
That makes 2 of us.
Maya, what are you doing? Oh, I'm making name cards for the charity dinner.
They're going to be perfect.
But it's the middle of the night.
I've been studying the metaphysical properties of colour.
What? What has that got to do with anything?
Yeah, see? Some of the properties of the colour red are health and charity. Charity, see, Tanya?
All I can see is that you need to
With the right colours will encourage people to donate more, hopefully lots more. Hey, do you think Judge Carmichael should have green for energy and growth, or orange for kindness and plenty?
Careful! What? The knife, it's sharp, that's all. You might cut yourself.
Don't be silly, I'm not clumsy, I'm not tired either.
Okay. Well, I'm not that tired, so maybe I could help you.
Yes. I knew you'd see how right this was. Verity thinks so too. I can feel it.
Malcolm Henry, I grovelled to this man. Why would he lay a complaint against me now?
He didn't say anything about any grovelling, but he did mention you should be put on a leash. Now, I'd like to hear your side of the story, Scotty.
I lost my temper. I was in the wrong. I'm not going to make excuses.
I want an explanation, not an excuse. Now, how did this guy push you over the edge when so many others have tried and failed?
It's personal.
Maybe, but if you cannot justify yourself, I will have to follow through with disciplinary action. You do the same in my shoes.
Of course I would. So let's do this.
Okay. I should pass this on to the nursing council, but take this as a verbal warning, all right?
Hey, how are you feeling? Wonderful. I did so much work for the charity dinner last night, mostly thanks to Tanya.
She helped you?
She was amazing. And we talked non-stop. It was just so good to clear the air between us, you know? You and I, we're okay, hey?
Of course we are.
Good. Because I know I've been really hard work lately, but it's okay because I'm fine now.
You look terrible.
I feel worse.
Maya said you had a great night, you talked things through.
I was up till 4 in the morning watching her make place cards for Verity's dinner. She was so manic, I couldn't trust her alone with a craft knife.
You're kidding, she seemed so together
Well,
just
she's
now.
not. She's off her head. She can't be at work. I'm going to Scotty.
But he'll question her. What if she tells the truth?
I'll take that risk.
I can hardly believe it. Sergeant Scott losing his cool.
Well, crims like Malcolm Henry make aggro an art form. He would have pushed all of our buttons, not just Scotty's.
Yeah, except that I have heard him dishing out lectures about maintaining control at all times. He can hardly point the finger now, can he?
Hey, just take it easy on Scotty, okay? He's had a hard time.
Why should they? I was in the wrong, which is why Callum's issued me with a formal warning.
What? That's so unfair.
It's called discipline, and it's what I deserve. Gossip's over. Work.
I can't believe that Callum...
It's none of your business, Shanti. Don't talk to the staff about me, ever.
And no more kite surfing until that back calms down, Mr. Hicks.
Cheers.
Brooke, message from Callum. He needs the PCC timesheets, including locums, on his desk straight after lunch. I'll do my best. It's a simple enough matter. Just make sure they're complete and hand them over. I said I'll do my best. I'm sorry, but it sounds like you're not going to do it. Callum has assigned this task, so... He'll have them by 3 o'clock. Maybe I should look at what you've got so far. Sarah, did you need to see me?
About a patient, yes, sorry, it's urgent.
Make it 2 o'clock. Callum is getting impatient. Oh, she is like a dog with a bone, thanks for that.
What's going on?
I am in a fix.
Over what?
The Dumont Clinic. I told Callum I'd only moonlighted there 1 or 2 shifts over the last month. But these timesheets, your name is all over them, and the locums. I'm down at least 5 shifts on my normal 2-week roster. I can't make excuses. Callum will know where I was.
Well, then just tell him the truth, that Dumont kept pressuring you to cover and you buckled under and made some bad decisions, but you'll never do it again.
It won't be enough.
It might be if you break your ties with them completely. Do it now. Resign. Cancel all of your shifts and then tell Callum to call and check, and then he'll find out how serious and sorry you are.
I just wanted to check how you were coping with Verity Milne's death.
Well, it's sad, but I'm fine. I'm so glad you bought tickets.
Tickets for what?
Her charity dinner. It's going to be a great night.
The thing is, Tanya's worried that losing Verity was extremely traumatic for you.
Tanya worries about me too much.
She told me the lengths you went to try to revive Verity after she'd passed away.
Yes, I overreacted.
And that you were up most of the night last night doing her charity work for it.
So, I believe in supporting a great cause.
I'd like you to talk to a counsellor about it. Take some time off work.
Scotty, how would you feel if Shanti came running up to me and said that she was really worried about you and she thought you needed time off?
She wouldn't do that.
No, of course she wouldn't, because she knows where to draw the line between work and private life, and my sisters don't.
But Verity Milne was a patient.
And I let myself get too involved. Grief is the price we pay for that, but I would prefer to work through it than sit at home with nothing to do but think, wouldn't you?
Most likely.
So, can I carry on?
I'd still like you to see a counsellor, have a debrief. But yes, you can stay on the job.
There are still tickets available, so spread the word. It's okay. Everything's sorted.
I'm so glad. I think some time off.
Yeah, Scotty said I could stay on as long as I agreed to see a counsellor. So this way I get to keep helping people, which is what Verity would have wanted.
Quitting Dumont won't save my bacon.
You don't know that, Brooke. You haven't
Libby
seen
has been on to me again. Callum is demanding these timesheets. He is waiting to catch me out. I will lose my job.
You won't.
I will. Unless you help me.
Me? How?
You could redo these. Delete 4 shifts, let me add them to mine.
But I worked those hours.
You'll still get paid, I'll make sure.
No, it's not that. I'd be lying. We'd both be lying.
It's a big ask, I know. And I wouldn't even suggest it if I wasn't desperate. But I need this job so badly. I can't risk losing it. Please, Sarah, do me this one favour. I swear I will never ask anything of you again. Please.
Don't forget to check out the full listings of our Ireland at the Movies programming here on One, with films and documentaries celebrating Ireland's phenomenal contribution to shaping Hollywood. Full details are at rte.ie/TV/Ireland at the Movies.